shit. Gang shit. Gang shit. What up, people? What's poppin'? What's good? We live and directo, laying back, you heard? Chillin'. Tira patra. Just chillin' with these corny ass lights. Cause I don't got my light set and all that. You heard? Bro. Big gang blood, big gang B. What's poppin'? What's goody, what's goody, what's goody? Woo! They say they get busy, they don't really do nothing. On the blackboard doing a whole lot of stunting. Yo, what's up, though? What's poppin'? Who's out there? Y'all chillin', bro? What y'all did for the Sunday? What y'all did this Sunday? Nothing? Just still home? Y'all just still home, chillin', bored, right? Ain't really nothing popping outside right now. You gotta make it hot. Facts. You gotta have fun, like your way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do something with your life. So there's a true story. Rikers Island story. Facts. Not to fall into that. It's just something I found funny. And leave in the comments if it ever happened to you. Watch the History Channel. Ha! Yes, boys. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Boop. Check it out. I come through the island, C-74. What? Gang. Rikers Island, Correctional Facility. Boom, right? Bronx Art Museum. Gangster official with the familia. Nice. Boom. So, with that being said, right? I don't know if you ever been on Rikers Island, C-74. Back in the days, it was Mars 6. You go to Mars 6 in the back. Mars 6. It's like reception. Everybody was going to Mars 6. Mars 6, then you go wherever you're going to go. Donk. If you're a donk, you go with the donks. Sometimes they were just putting dudes straight up in gorilla houses. Like, whoop, you going in there. You go to the Two Top Butcher Shop, 4 Main House of Pain, Murder Mart 9. You heard? Two Top Butcher Shop. Like that. Facts. Not I heard. I think so. Facts. So, I get in the house, bro. Boom. These dudes is funny, bro. Well, this is one of the millions of times. Nothing to brag about, glorify, right? We don't do that. So, just telling a story in hopes that, you know, if you listening young and you stay out of jail, man, it's not for nobody. Facts. Don't think it's... I used to think like that. I want to be like homeboy. I want to come home from jail, and it's like the hood. We applaud that shit. Like then when it started becoming me, it wasn't funny no more. Like now, dudes probably see these prison and jail stories, and they want to tell them, but they're like, "Damn, I never been locked up. I just was locked up for 2 days, bro." Well, good. If you never been locked up, you're a better man. I mean, it don't make you a better man, but big ups to you. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like you're a better man than a lot of us. Facts. You know what I'm saying? You never got locked up. That don't mean you a sucker. That don't mean you less than a man. That means you're doing the right thing. I wish I followed the footsteps of the dudes that never got locked up. You feel me? I was admiring and looking up to the wrong dudes. Word, that looked like they had something, but they didn't have nothing. I always say that. They just made $2 look like something. Facts. So, I get to the island, bro. And I don't know if any of y'all been on the island back in the days. There was this big thing about making people dance. Like, yo, dance. Or you about to get $1.50. Like, dance. On demand, like that. Like, yo, homie, dance, you heard? Do the WAP. Like, listen, I seen dudes make dudes stand in the toilet bowl in the toilet bowl. Stand, bro. Put your feet in there, homie. Dance. Facts. And dudes dancing, bro. Would you ever do that, put under pressure by like 20 dudes on you? Don't front. Keep it 100. If you would do it, be like, yo, boy, if I ain't got no wins, I'm putting my feet in that toilet bowl and I'm dancing. Keep it 100. You heard? Keep it 100. Dance. Would you dance? Check this out. So dudes was dancing, bro. A lot of dudes were dancing, homie. Facts. So now I go in this crib and my man, this dudes that I met, as time went on, they became cool with me. Danny, Chipa, Rowan them was on the other side. Bunch of dudes, Bull Black, dudes from Purple City. That's when Purple City had got locked up from Harlem, right? So he said, no way, Jose, I hear you. So now they had dudes, bro. Cause Chipa, this dude Chipa, he was skinny. He must be super older now. And he used to literally, bro. This is the disrespect that this dude have, bro, right? He will make dudes. I don't know why dudes will put up with that, because I was tight when I seen it, right? But he made dudes get run around the like Broadway in the mod, because we was in mod 4 lower, in the mod, running around saying, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Running saying, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's crazy. And then making dudes like, take your clothes off. They can run around this piece, man. Saying, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Bro, that's not happening, B. You gotta kill me. That's that's crazy, though. When I was like, bro, I was mad young, you heard? And I'm seeing this shit like, what the fuck is popping, bro? And dudes was doing it, bro. A lot of dudes. Dudes is lucky that I'm a little bad with faces, but I remember the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs dudes, bro. Like, as I'm thinking about it now, these stories I be forgetting as I'm sitting here and I turn this on, boop, it just comes to my mama, G. And I'm like, holy snap. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, let me try to find these dudes. You heard, like, facts. Dude was running around, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's crazy, bro. Word. They was making dudes dance in the court pins, everything, bro. There was a dude with me, actually. Now that I say dance, his name was Dance. Some was official. He was putting in work on the island just because that name came out to me. At that time, Batman and Robin was in that building. I think I said that before in one of my videos or live. Batman and Robin, they were two little short black brothers. I don't and I literally think they were brothers. They looked like twins. I think they were twins. They used to call them Batman and Robin. They was putting in mad work. Apple was in the building on some real shit. If I'm not mistaken, at that time it was when Sherm the Worm, that dude had went through and was on that island. Facts. But it was lit in them years, bro. Like, people be like, dates and times. Dates and time. I forget the dates and times. I don't know what year, none of that, bro. I be forgetting. I think that was like super early 90s. Like super early, like 92, 91, like around there, bro. Like super early. Maybe 93 or something. Nah, not 93. Couldn't be 93. I don't know, but it was early, bro. Facts. Blockbuster movie. Yo, that shit was crazy, bro. This dude was running around screaming out for Cocoa Puffs. Look at this, another true story. That was a Rikers Island that happened, right? This is a real brief in the town, the street. We on, they call it quack quack. So check it. We in the street. We on Southside, Jamaica, Queens, right on Suffern Boulevard. We standing in front of the liquor store by the McDonald's. Anybody that knows Suffern Boulevard? Again, I lived in every borough, as sad as it may be. I even lived in Philly, Connecticut. And people may say, how? And I seen another dude do an interview yesterday that people were like, but how you been in all these places? You've been locked up all these years. You sat in the box. And he was like, yeah, when he would come out periodically, he would go over here, go over there. That's what was happening to me. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I never ran into what 50? The real 50? Anyway, so I'm from Sunset Park, Brooklyn, born and raised, always will be. That'll never change. I could live in El Segundo and I still say my hood is Sunset Park because it's in my blood, it's in me. So hit that like button. Facts. You already know. Hit that like, dislike. As a matter of fact, I'm out of here. Ain't nobody hitting that, bro. So I'm about to say this story from the town. This is in the street. This is facts. Let me see like another 2 or 3 more likes, and I'm gonna start spitting it. We gonna start spitting what we came here to do tonight. Let's turn it up. Ooh, ooh. Go yo, go yo, go yo, go yo. Washington Heights. I lived on 190 with this Dominican dude. He was renting me a room, real brief. When I was working in the shelter on St. Nick's and 145. Sunset Park. What time is it? It's time to get love. Yo, so what happens is this, bro. This dude comes up and he's going like this to people, like he's gonna give them the pound. I think I said this way back on a live, but hear it again for those that didn't get it. So he's going, you ever seen dudes that do that? Like, right? Like he's gonna give you the pound when you take out your hand, he goes, so he's doing it to everybody. I'm tight. I just got on the block. Some shit went down. It's me again. The dude that I told you on the last live that his name was Uni, right? Moet, whatever, right? Boom. Sandman, rest in peace. The rapper that was signed to Jim Jones. Because he was one of my real close friends. We on suffering, we getting money. Sandman with going to Jim Jones to the studio and do music and all that. He was still coming with us. He was a real shout out to Sandman. You know what I'm saying? He was a real down to earth doing the streets with us, regardless of what he was doing. And he was nasty with his music. Look him up, Bad Company / Bird Gang. He's on Jim Jones' album and everything. So anyway, I got locked up with Sandman and everything. So anyway, we was close friends. So that dude was doing that, right? He passed away, rest in peace. So when he's getting to me, my man is like, nah, yo, not him. He's a big brolic dude, right? I didn't want to say the story because people think, whatever, vice versa. You giving it out, you gonna receive. I just told the story when I got knocked out, but check it out anyway. So this dude just come home thinking he's gangster, a big brolic black dude. Gangster, everybody's like, yo, that's this dude, yo. He just came home from doing 20 joints. I'm the type of dude, I don't give a damn how much time you did up north. Facts. Dudes be like, yo, son put it in. Son did 40 joints up north. So what, bro? We supposed to be scared of you, bro? Like, cause you did time up north, bro. Like, are you serious? We all did time up north. And even if I had never been up north, like, so what? He was locked up for 40 years. And you was in the town. Why should you be fearful of that man? He's no better than you. And people be like, giving him his props, like, yeah, because he survived it, bro. He been through hell. You don't know what he been through. A lot of these dudes be fronting. They were quiet. That's why he made it through. He wasn't doing nothing. He was playing his bunk. That's it. I survived Rikers Island. So did 30 million other dudes, bro. Kudos to you, Charlie. Nobody cares about that, bro. It takes a lot to impress a lot of us, bro. Lockout gang, especially. You need to come better than that. You can't impress Lockout gang with that. So anyway, what happens is this. He gets to me and he goes, I take out my hand. I already knew what I was going to do in my head. So when he went, I said, bang! I smacked the shit out of him, bro. I smacked thundercats out of him. That just sounded so loud that people on the corner looked like, and you know what he did? I thought he was going to pop. So when I smacked him, blang, I said, what up? And I did the stance, like I stepped back, like, what up? In the little boxing position, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get more of this shoulder. Boom. So, guess what this dude does, bro? He goes, and he starts crying, my dude. I was like, oh, snap. I didn't know what to do, bro. Because that ain't never happened. And I don't suggest this to anybody because we on Teletubby. Yo, but you ever seen a little kid when one of them no good mothers that has kids to be fucking doing dirt, right? KIDS, I mean. Sorry, too. And they hit the person and they be like, no, they don't even make a sound. They just go, you like, oh, snap, shorty just transformed, like, from hand to... You like, what the fuck just happened, bro? You like, yo, what's popping with this person, P? So he just did one of those, and it looked crazy because he was a big brolic. He was acting like a gorilla through the whole block. He just came home from doing mad years. I smacked thundercats out of him, and the blood kid told him, no, 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 not war, not him, not him, not him. Because he already knew he was talking me on the jack that morning. I was like, yo, I'm coming to the block right now anyway. Boom, like, you know, you think who you are. You think you're invincible. You the man on the block. You know, like, my head was this big. Yeah, all right, bro. You're going to jail, Charlie. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but you're going, Warpath. Happened just like that, facts. So anyway, when he did that, I can't say I'll never forget because I forget. And now I remember the story as I'm right here. This is fact. This word to my middle, word to mommy. Like nothing I say is a lie. I don't make up things. I don't add. I don't try to make it sound better. I just say what really happened right then and there. And I post it. You know what I'm saying? It's on the lockout. Facts. That dude was the craziest. I mean, we shout out to people with problems because we on the tube. They block you for anything, bro. But that dude was bugged out, bro. The thing is that he came out, you know, stunting like, yeah, man, I just came out playing with people. I guess he was so happy. I said, smack. I can't believe it, bro. That's crazy, bro. Leave in the comments if that ever happened to you. That's like a rare situation. You know what I'm saying? That's one in a mill, bro. But that's bugged out, bro. Every time I think about that, I be like, damn, boy, you fucked up though. Like, boy, you foul. You ain't had to smack that man. But you know what it was? That when he was doing it, I was like, I hope you don't come over here playing with me like that. You were the mother, you know. And you was like, nah, I got him. And I seen him doing it to everybody, and people was getting tight because he didn't know these people. He was like, what up, brother? How you doing, man? My name is I just get you know, he was being funny, and I stopped this party. What? You know what I'm saying? What? I was like, what? Now what? You feel me? That's bad though, man. That's bad, man. God bless that dude wherever he's at, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I know people, some people be like, how you feel if that's happened to you, bro? I've been knocked out. I've been in a coma. I've been hit with a bat. I've been shot multiple. I've been stabbed multiple times. I've done it. Everything has happened to me, bro. I was drinking out of a straw. my whole face. I got metal in my body, Paul. My face, my whole thing. It looks like nothing happened. But if I tell you where to look, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I got cauliflower ear, bro. I got all that, bro. Facts. You feel me? So I've been through it all, bro. And I posted pictures of when I was in the coma. I was wrapped up, my whole head bandaged up. I haven't even told that story when I got hit with a gun, snap, and when I got hit with a pair of brass knuckles. Those stories are coming because real G's tell the facts. It's not all about you was banging, you was giving up all this pain and ain't nothing ever happened to you. Come on, Poppy. You Superman. Who are you, the Incredible Hulk? If you doing things to, and this is what I'm saying, there's dudes that nothing never happened to. They've been lucky, cool. But I always looked at it like, because you was a bully. That's why. You was doing that to soft dudes, to dudes that wasn't gonna retaliate, to dudes that wasn't gonna fight back. Yeah, you was cutting everybody. You was ripping a lot of dudes. So were we. So, you understand what I'm saying? So, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care about that. We don't care. We don't care about that. We don't care about that, player. Like, really, bro. You know how to use a razor. So do we. I could spit them out my mouth all day. You guys seen that? Facts. But it's not a glorified, bro. It's over with, Poppy. Relax. You're home. Welcome to New York. This is where you gotta prove yourself. If you're gonna be a real man or you wanna go back to where you feel you don't gotta pay bills. You don't gotta pay rent. You heard? You ain't gotta be responsible. You ain't gotta take care of your kids. What's up? What's up? That's where you prove yourself at. Not to your gang. Gang. Ooh. Not to them. For what? You're going to be left in the dust. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. About dudes not taking a shower. I seen dudes sleep with their clothes on for days, scared. But this is what I'm saying, bro. People in life, we go on in life. And I say myself because I've been there, and we look up to like the wrong things. And I'm not trying to crap on nobody's channel or nobody. And I always clarify things because people tend to spin them or try to, right? And I don't like to get caught up in none of that because I don't got patience for the bull. You know what I'm saying? Looks are deceiving. Don't be fooled on what a real gangster is supposed to look like to you. These dudes got people gassed up. I know dudes, there's some people that of a certain race or some people from different races, they just believe like if you're not black, you're not a gangster. Are you smoking something, bro? If you're not a Mexican with mad tattoos on your neck and on your face, you wasn't a gangster. Don't get none of that confused, bro. A lot of dudes with all them tattoos on their face and their neck, they trying to push you back from the gate. Intimidation tactics. For you see the tattoos on his face, everything all covered, you like, oh shit, he gets busy. No, he don't. He's a punk, bro. He don't get busy. The biggest dudes on Rikers Island and up north, big brolic, ask anybody. They quiet. They the most humble dudes. The dudes running around making all the noise is the little short dudes always. And not because I'm short, but it's a fact that we have big dudes saying, yo, War, let me talk to you, man. Now, I don't want to talk, play the yard, homie. That's a fact. But I'm not showing off or glorifying. I'm just saying facts because sometimes these dudes need to be reminded. You know what I'm saying? Of what really, everybody got their story, cool. There's some big dudes that put it in, don't get it twisted. But the majority, not that they couldn't put it in, but they quiet. They just do their time, walk around. They brolic, the big bambalan brolic for nothing dudes. That's what I say. But I was always had size when I was up north because I always worked out. So I was short and brolic. Of course, now you guys know I lost weight. I was in the hospital for my kidney. I'm still even recovering in them stages, getting my weight back up. But that's neither here or there. Don't be fooled, bro. Believe me, bro. That's all I could say. And I'm like I said, I'm not throwing shade or trying to diss nobody on no channel because people twist things. I'm just saying my experiences my whole time, and I've been locked up mostly my whole life, and it's been the same. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, so who's running the phones or who's running the house? And it'd be a little dude, this little, smaller than me. I'm like, you serious, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, it's just like that. Facts. So don't be fooled that people get it twisted. That's like I heard somebody look, and people don't like when I say this, and it's just a fact. Some people stop following, and that's cool too. Break out, and you wasn't meant to be here. You know what I'm saying? But when I say, when people talk about culture, I seen somebody, some channels talk about culture. Dímelo. Yeah. All right. And they talking about culture. And when they talk about culture, they talk about rap music and they be like, that's our music. Hip hop is just black people music, and I don't want people to take it like it's racist because again, I got family members that are actually black, bro. My nieces and nephews' father is black, red, wood, from Marcy and Quincy, facts. So, and I'm not light skinned, bro. I know my history, but what I'm saying is Puerto Ricans and blacks together started that beautiful culture of hip hop. Hip hop is a music. It wasn't it's everybody's culture because everybody put 2 cents in it to make it what it is today. That's a fact. But the ones that originally started it, it's Puerto Ricans and blacks in the Bronx. Is a fact. You can't just exclude somebody and take them out like that. That's not gonna happen. So I always say that. Some people get mad, but you need to do the history and look it up. Busta Rhymes said it. Africa Bombada said, everybody say it, bro. It's just certain dudes forget and they want everything for themselves and then be like, oh, people's trying to take our culture. Nah, you bugging, bro. You bugging out. Or people want to be like us. Why would I want to be like anybody else, bro? I'm me, B. But I love all people. I'm just stating a fact. You know what I'm saying? Leave in the comments how you feel about that if you want to debate that, right? If you want to debate that fact, that straight fact. And then everybody put part into the music. You can't just say that's one person's music. That's everybody's music. That's Asian music. China Mac contributed to hip hop. Facts. China Mac is part of hip hop. No matter what you do, China Mac will always be in hip hop. Shout out to China Mac. We always mention him on this channel, right? One would think that I'd be macked out, that I'm listening to his music all day, but I just like the kid because I see him doing things for himself and his people and for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And he does a lot of good things that he don't talk about or brag for the community. And I ain't talking about just giving out turkeys on Thanksgiving, bro. My son does that in his school. With my money. And I don't throw it out there and brag. This here shit is rough. So we giving out paper turkeys, you heard? I'ma draw them and give those out, you heard? And then next year be something for you to put on that piece of paper. Gobble, gobble, gobble. What's up, man? We joke here too, bro. That means the dude's a punk. I'm a punk. I'll be a punk. Call me a punk. Yo, war's getting soft. War changing. War's playing around and I'm laughing with his family on YouTube. All right, cool. Let me be a punk. Because being a punk feels better than having to have a metal face every day to try to impress somebody. I'm getting this stuff together, mija. Tranquila. All right, pero quiere que deje todo así entonces. What's up? You bugging out. You smoking something, homegirl? I'll break this whole house up. You think a big bad wolf blew it down. What you talking about? I'm getting me tight. Shit. My arm is bugged out, bro. Undercover. So what's up anyway? I love y'all, you heard? I'm on the run. Boom. I mean on the road. Gang.